G'day guys, welcome to the first bike test of 2023. First new bike I've ridden this year. Well, it's last year's model I guess, but yeah, riding it now because it wasn't available over Christmas. Here she is, the ginormous Rocket 3R. So yeah, let's run over my first impressions. Rightio, hopefully you can hear me alright over the bike. That's going to keep it running because it is quite heavy to push without assistance. So, largest production motorcycle engine. Largest production motorcycle in terms of displacement. That's probably the way to say it. The Rocket 3R. So, this is the R version. There's also a GT model. And the GT has a different seat. The pegs sit a bit more forward, and it's got a city bar, and that's the main differences. Both have the same 2,500cc inline 3 engine, and it's got torque for days. So yeah, the Rocket 3R, I've been hoping to ride this bike for a really long time, and Mike from Triumph New Zealand, I was dropping off a bike, and I was planning to ride my bike home, but he says, oh, would you like to take one of the Triumphs out? Have your pick. So, Rocket 3R. 2,500cc inline 3-cylinder engine. Largest production motorcycle by terms of displacement in the world. Lots and lots of torque. And it's a lot of motorbike. It's about 40 grand's worth. I'll put actual pricing in here somewhere. And I'll put in power specs as well because I don't know them off the top of my head. The butt dynamometer though says it's got plenty. So, first impressions. As intimidating as the bike can be in terms of what you sort of hear, largest displacement motorcycle in the world, you think, oh, that's going to be tricky. No, in fact, it's actually quite a doddle to ride. Interestingly, the saddle over here is quite high off the ground, so you're actually sitting in more of a roadster position than you are a cruiser, which when I think of the Rocket 3 I think of it as a cruiser, not as like a roadster like a Bonneville for instance. But that's kind of the seating position, except you have this long engine in front of you, long fuel tank, and you reach over to the bars, and yeah, it's quite a nice seating position. Now, I've gone on and on about how I've got a sore tailbone from an injury I picked up nearly a year ago. No issues in this seat. I'm very impressed with the seat. Power, it's fast. There's lots of rider modes, lots of everything. I'm going to be riding this for the rest of the week, and hopefully, as long as this cyclone gets a bit ominous, hopefully putting on some good Ks on it as well. So yeah, first impressions, a lot easier to ride than it looks. The fuel tank seems to be a lot smaller than it looks. Because fuel light came on with 2 bars left on the indicator light. Well, there's a car coming. I'd better move. Now that I've moved out of the way of the car, where was I? Yes, surprising, the fuel tank. Smaller than it appears to be, or at least in terms of when the fuel light comes on. I only put in about 13 litres of fuel, I think. So, yeah, but fuel economy is pretty good so far. Have a quick gander on the old TFT. Range 233. I've ridden all the way from Auckland down to Taupiri. Says my litres per 100 k's is 11.2. So not too bad considering the size of the engine. Literally the size of the engine on my family station wagon. So styling looks quite cool. It's kind of like nothing else on the market really. Monstrous Brembo brakes, those work, and you'd hope they would with this large of a motorbike. Shaft rear drive actually has a 3-outlet exhaust, not just the 2 that you see on this side. There's actually one tucked down in front of the rear wheel on the left hand side of the bike as well. So yeah, it's quite an interesting machine. It's unlike anything else I've ridden. It's probably the definition of a muscle bike. This thing is grunty. So yeah, I'm going to do hopefully some more content on this, do a proper review, and I will see you then. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to tick that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you very soon.